Dearest Jalens, I hate leaving this way without saying bye in person, without one more night of Jalens and Richardson ripping a path through the alehouse with you. That time will come soon again, I promise. I especially hate how this will affect Mum. I know she'll be livid for God knows how long, but the truth is, as fierce as Mum is, there are some whose wraths I fear more. I know my job puts me on the wrong side of things at times. I've made my peace with it. There are risks, but they can carry great rewards. Remember that night I found the wand of Knock? I'll never forget the look on your face when we painted the pompous ass's horses blue and glued a horn to its head. Tonight, though, I find myself in a bind. I made a promise I couldn't keep, and I've extended my play a bit too far. There was this mask. No, you know what? The less you know, the better. Anyway, I don't have what I should, so I need to lay low for a bit. I'm going to need protection. I hear South Moxferry is in turmoil. Bunch of new gangs rising and falling. I should be able to find a group there. I'll come back after the heat on me dies off, and we'll have my going away party and my return party all rolled into one sweet night of debauchery.
Percival's like,
Fred, we're here for you.
and he stops making any noise and nods. Do you free Andy?
Yeah.
So Andy will come with you.
Richardson.
You free Richardson, and that's where we'll pause, making this guy all fussy. So we'll go back to Iora.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far, so good. The problem is, because of the silence, I don't know what's going on up there.
You do hear Vez say, "We're here to save you."
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Yeah.
take that for what you will.
You hear that.
Okay. And, I mean, where is this mead hall in relation to, like, the door? I mean, like, it's still part of the building, right?
Right. It's so it could be like, it's more of the back half of the first floor.
Okay. And we came in the front door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So in your position, you're talking about family and other kinds of stuff. Like, you're chatting up this Aasimar, and then you hear this in your head, and so you're still kind of going through paperwork, and then
I will ask to use the restroom.
Okay.
I don't know. Is indoor plumbing a thing in Blacksbury? Or is this would be out in the alley?
No,
kind of thing?
there for certain buildings there is indoor plumbing, and you're pretty sure Vanguard Light has some kind of plumbing.
Okay.
It may not be running water, but it will take it away.
Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will excuse myself to use the restroom.
Okay.
And as I stand up, I would like to drop some of that paperwork onto the floor.
Okay.
And what I'm hoping for is, oh gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I know that's such a mess to arrange. Let me just run to the restroom, and I'll be back for that. And what I'm kind of hoping is that now that we've had a little bit of a report, they'll be like, oh, no, we'll get it for
that.
you. Yeah. And basically keep them busy for a couple of minutes in there.
Oh, so it sounds like yeah, let's go with Sway.
All right.
Controlled standard.
It's a
God.
5-2-1-1.
Holy shit.
Thank you, fourth die.
Oh my God. Woo. Because you do it. They agree, but there is some issue.
You want me to suggest something?
Sure.
One of the other guys has to go to the bathroom too.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, so you drop one off, but one goes with you. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's got the runs on that day. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I ate
it's
something bad.
the other half elf.
Wait, no, he was left up in the room.
Okay, never mind. It's the human. That's Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the human's like, oh, I gotta go too, and we haven't seen you around here. I'll take you to it.
Okay. Yeah, great.
So
thanks.
You drop one, but there's still this one.
Yeah. Okay.
As you and this human paladin go to the bathroom, what do you do?
I think I'm going to use 2 load.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to use 2 items, comprising 1 load, which would be the bottle of whiskey,
okay,
and the vial of slumber essence.
Oh wow, okay.
And it's a little weird to pull out the booze in the John, but
you're urinal to urinal. There's a little ball, and you're like kind of slapping it all together.
Right.
Kind of gives you a weird look.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of buckles in this outfit.
Exactly.
You know, when we get to the whatever kind of, like, I'm assuming like probably a basin of water type thing. Yeah. I'll just I'll put the bottle of whiskey out there and I'll say, hey, look, I know this can be really stressful. For what it's worth, I don't like this job either. It's really stressful. I make a lot of enemies. Just show there's no hard feelings And maybe you need to take an edge off. It's none of my business. But yeah, here you go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a sway.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be controlled great effect.
Oh, good. Got a 5 and a 4 and a 2 and a 2.
Okay. This is excellent. He kind of gives you a weird look. He's like, we're not supposed to drink on the job.
Well, of course. It's my way of saying, I'm sorry that you guys have to go through this.
I'll just give you the devil's bargain. So
Right,
what I
sure.
was thinking is, so he's still giving you, he's like, oh, it's not part of the job and stuff. If you were to take a drink, he would follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have to resist the effects of the slumber.
Oh, shit. Any idea what I would resist that with?
That'd be kind of prowess because it's a physical thing.
Yeah,
unless
probably.
it's resolved, like the will to stay up.
Yeah, it's either prowess or resolve, however you want to spin it.
Okay.
When you say how you're resisting.
Sure. I'll take that devil's bargain.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take a slug and he'll take a slug. It works, right?
Yes.
But I'm going to
Yeah, so you take a swig and you feel it right away, and he takes a swig, and like 5 seconds later, he's like, thunk.
Yeah. And I'm kind of holding on to the edge of the vanity there, and it's just like I'm weaving, right?
Yep.
But I know I have to have enough willpower to get out that front door.
Yep.
Everybody else is busy. They'll never notice I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to get out. And so I'm really going to try to will myself to go.
Okay. And it's just 6 minus the highest number for your resolve.
Well, that's a 1 and a 3 and a 6.
You don't remember opium, but your body does.
That's right. This ain't nothing.
That's right. I forgot opium completely. I forgot.
All right.
So did I.
So, damn. So are you going out the front door, or are you going to the second floor? Where are you going? Because I'm going to try to...
I'm going out the front door.
Okay.
Because I can't hang on to this long.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, as I weave my way out, I'm going to let guys, the downstairs paladins are taken care of. Now's the time to go. I can't hold this much longer. I'm out.
Okay.
So, Marco, what do you do once you hear this? There's a paladin in the corner.
He's in his pants and stuff and whatever already. I don't know if I should wait for them to leave because I feel like if I were to break, this is kind of
Kayfabe.
If I were to try to escape by just physically forcing my way out, those other guys are busy. I've heard I were talking over the things, right? Those guys are busy, and there's only this one guy standing in my way. If I just wanted to dash out, I probably could and just break my way out. But I need to make sure that those guys are out first safely. That way, that there's a guarantee that the cargo's safe and that I can just dash out.
Okay.
So, in the timetable wise, what's everybody? How far is everybody along?
So it's pretty much...
How long have I been sitting in here, anyways?
Like
10?
Not
too
10,
long.
5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to say you at this intersection is as the two sneakies are literally unlocking the cell to Richardson. Is when you hear him say.
So he's heading his way out. He just got done with dealing with the drunken thing, and then they're both unlocking Richardson. I think it would be within the best interest to because I could probably command him to sit here and be patient.
Yeah.
Or you could just command and say, I'm leaving now.
Yeah, he's already afraid of you.
He is
already
afraid.
afraid of me.
You are in a control position.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and command and push myself. That gives me 2 strikes.
All right.
Actually, I'm going to use my 1D forward to get you out of that.
1D forward.
Basically, as I was going through all that paperwork, and I basically got a bonus at some point during the score. And I don't know if this counts as a flashback, Josh, or what. I mean, because it was almost a held thing.
Right.
But like as I was going through there, I saw and stop me if this is way off from the way you drew all this, but come across the form where I don't even remember his name, but half elven,
The Senslia.
Yeah, Senslia. Yeah. And basically the form that he was on probation.
Okay.
And I just kind of muttered to myself, "Oh, Senslia's on Senslia the half elf.
You can leverage that in your command.
Yes.
So leverage that information in your command. Pretty much.
You know he's on probation. He's not sure of himself. He's not a badass. your command will work a little stronger.
Yeah.
I pretty much like studying the scene. I know that. I stand up. I start to walk out. I imagine he goes.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, hey.
I'll say, Cecilia, I know about your probation. I'm leaving now, but if you try to stop me, I'll let your superiors know. And
yeah.
so I got 4 dice?
Yeah, 4 dice.
All right.
You push yourself, right?
I push myself, yeah. Too stress. Don't let me down, dice. I got a 5, 4, 2, and 1. So 5, and I'm in a controlled situation?
Yeah, you're in control.
What happens if I withdraw and try a different approach? Like, what's that mean anyways?
You'll go from control to risk.
Oh, right. Never mind.
And you have to do another action.
I had to do another action.
That's where he looks at you funny and you hit him.
He's like, oh, okay, but what's your name? Like, so I can make sure to report properly then.
Am I still in the zone of
Yes.
truth? Yeah. Well, it's not a lie. They call me Tusk.
Not a lie.
It's not like
And you just they call me Prince.
Yeah.
On us.
I know. He's like, okay. Thank you, Tusk.
I snarl
Sir.
at him.
Yeah. Sir, yeah.
And I walk out and I shut the door.
Yeah.
And I'm going to... do I still have my manacles, or did we just dispose of those because we separated?
Yeah.
I was going to be like, block the door with that or something. But
You're good to go.
okay, yeah. I walk out and
So
just shut
as you
the
walk
door.
and close the door,
Would
you
I-
see these two and this other fellow and the person in the brown suit and brown top hat.
And then Fontaine Silverscar drooling on the table.
Oh, if you left the door open, yeah, he'll see that.
Oh yeah, we leave it open.
Yeah.
I see Bug unlowing this strange person
Yeah.
that's not part of the mission. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, hushed tone.
Bug shrugs.
Just makes it
Who
more,
is it?
more suspicious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like, who is this guy? Is this a acquaintance of yours, Bug?
Bug shrugs.
Bug shrugs.
You seem nice.
I ask Andy Richardson. I imagine they just tell me that
He's
Andy
Richardson. He's like,
or just Richardson.
I'm Richardson. The goblin said they're a rat, and I'm a rat too. And just take me with you.
A rat? What the fuck?
I guess I don't know. I was actually okay. I don't know.
What are we getting out of this?
Just let me go with you. Come on, I'm cool. I can hang with you guys.
You got something worthwhile?
Let's get a cohort. Let's get a
Cohort.
Cohort.
Kind of putting that up there.
Cohort.
We still don't have
They're
it.
basically going. They're basically looking at. I imagine you two are like giving me puppy dog eggs. Like, can we keep him?
Yeah, can we keep him?
I'm like, all right, let's move it.
Yeah. All right.
He be one for the stagehands.
If we keep plural, so the stagehands. So do you guys just leave?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, we got
All
what
right.
we needed.
Yeah.
Flip.
Yeah.
Right.
Whoa, that yelling at us really
Yeah.
made it happen, huh?
That was pretty successful.
Also,
Very successful.
also
The elephant in the room.
the elephant not in the room.
Oh my god.
All right. So first thing, so as you guys leave, like you guys start going back to your base and stuff like that, and Percival, he's just like, he thanks you gratuitously, and he's just like, he looks to you, Bug, and he's just like, what's in that pouch? Be very careful. Keep that away from us.
Garlic.
No.
No.
Garlic that melts your insides and make your skin fall off.
Oh, that's what that is. It's the wind.
As soon as he leaves, I want you to know the Bug is playing with the bag.
We'll get there. That'll be a downtime thing, a little, or downtime-ish.
Well,
thing.
he has to sit with us until we can transfer him over to his prince.
Well, he's like, I can go now. I will make sure to send a orphan with the payment and everything.
Okay.
And he's like,
we really never got information on how to get us paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Percival is like, you probably catch him up a little bit, and he's like, he's really gracious, and he will make sure you get paid.
And
Unless you want anything else from him.
If we don't get paid, we know. I mean, we have the means.
Yeah, he's like, I'm fully aware.
I mean, it's like if you go to a store and then someone says, I need this bag of potato chips, but I don't have them, but I'll pay it to you after you get it to me. And then you get it to them, and the potato chips is
that's
like
up to you.
sent to
Yeah,
them,
so-
and then the money is like, they're like, I'll send you money and you'll have to just believe us
Yeah,
that we'll
I
send
guess,
you money
Like
later.
buying stuff off Amazon.
Yeah, does
Yeah,
anyone
I guess.
stop him or what? Yeah,
I think we're gonna get paid.
It's a vampire, so I'll trust him. And also, he was scary, and I don't want to contest him.
I'll trust him.
Thinking back on it, he did scare the hell out of us
Yes,
earlier,
that's
and I
true.
don't want to contest him. So whatever, I'll just take his word for it.
all right.
Did offend him with that Count Sacula shit.
Yes, you did. Not even 2 hours later, you guys probably got to. You kind of like were halfway there, and you get home. And like probably like 30 minutes later, an orphan's at the door, and there's a giant sack of coin.
It's almost like Percival could turn into a cloud and fly across the city.
Last time we joked about an orphan being carried off by a
Yeah.
hawk. Can this be an orphan that was brought by a hawk? It's like the same
By
orphan.
cloud.
By like a bat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, by a bat.
The orphans have formed an alliance with the great eagles
It's 8 coin.
and the vampires.
Yeah. Coin.
Let's see.
With the flying
rep per
animals in
score.
general, they just get carried away.
And you guys get
Whatever.
you get 5 rep.
Nice.
I rep.
Oi,
Amber.
5 rep.
Sorry.
So we got how much coin again? 8?
8 coin, 5 rep.
Hey, coin. One.
I would say this is 0 heat. Smooth and quiet, low exposure.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
God damn.
So 2 for everybody, or are we going to save 2
What's
for...
That's
how-
up to
how
you.
many
We'll figure
are
that out in
the-
a second.
Yeah.
never mind.
Or we could dump some into crew too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do entanglement. How much heat does the crew have?
The heat currently is 1, 2.
2 heat?
2 heat. 2 heat.
All right, someone roll you get to roll 2d6 and take the lowest because of the
Roll twice and keep the one you want.
right. And so since you have 1 wanted level, right?
We have 1 wanted level.
So it would be 1d6 and it happens. So now you'll 2d6 and take the lowest.
2.
2 gang troubles or the usual suspects.
If it's gang trouble and we pick gang trouble,
Yeah,
we
so-
don't have a gang with a flaw, so we can just do that.
Warrior gangs or other cohorts. So do you want to make an example of Granny Guyani or pay rep out? And the rep would be 2 rep.
What does make an example of Granny
Gotta
Guyani?
say-
We just get her out and start flogging her.
we have her stick her hands out, and then everyone has to slap her hands.
I spit in her hand.
Everybody's got to slap her hands, though. That's the whole thing.
No,
It's like, well, after a while, it hurt.
Well, yeah.
pretty much taking action is like you're going to like go get her out of the jail or whatever.
Oh, right.
So pretty much, I think it's like this: Granny Guyani, she got that blunt in her mouth, going from the the ghettos,
Blunt?
and she's real chill with it, and
She's blazing.
the Iron Dragoon are like, boop, boop.
Oh, okay.
She was blazing
Yeah.
fucking DMX.
No, there's a new there's a new strain on the street.
Oh, okay.
And it's Guyani.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Green Guyani.
like green,
got shit on me.
and so the Iron.
I mean, you probably should named a strain of marijuana after
Yeah.
yourself.
The last
That's
time
right.
they waterboarded her, but she's like, I ain't giving you shit.
That was right.
That's right. She's hard.
She was like, "Fuck you, bitches."
In my day, the cops didn't hit like little girls.
She is a tough motherfucker.
They waterboarded. So what do you got to say now?
She looks
I smell bacon, bitches.
This time, if you want to take the rep heat, pretty much they're like, Granny, you can't be distributing and making your own dank kush.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, those night snails, they just can't get their head out of the fog.
Yeah.
So that'd be the rep hit.
Okay.
So you lose 2 rep.
Okay.
They identify us as potheads now.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Shit.
Can't get
We
shit
are
done.
eccentric.
We're those guys.
Exactly. It is those guys.
In our crew layer,
Yes.
like they always have the maps that have all the things.
Yes.
Is there anything?
Oh, if you want to go for that?
I'm not even saying just as like in fictionally.
Oh, okay.
If we are those guys and our healer is making her own strain.
Yes.
I wonder if there's like opium den or something along those lines.
Get
that
the crew cheat.
we could be like, Granny, we could monetize this. Like we can.
So pretty much look at the map as if there's anything that goes with it. Drug den.
Yep.
Tier roll minus heat equals coin in downtime. That would have to be a pretty much a mini score that has to happen because you guys are skipping over to begin with.
Yeah.
And you're taking it from someone else. But that seems very in line if that's something you want to pursue for
Granny's
next
dispensary.
time. Yeah. It generates coin every.
It would be like
Are we doing that?
No, it would be.
it's something to think
It's something
about.
to email about and say, do we want to pursue that perhaps tomorrow or for the next time we play?
Yeah.
But now it's downtime.
It'd be called Granny's Cookie Jar.
Oh.
Dang. That's
So what do you guys
We
do?
caught you stealing from the cookie jar. You're gonna lose your hand.
Granny's got something for you.
oh my God.
Yanni's
Yeah.
a thug for life.
Oh God, she's so
marijuana
thug.
has carrot
Right
healing
till she
properties.
dies.
It does.
Yeah.
So there you go.
You guys have 8 coins. What do you do with those 8 coins? How does this get distributed?
How many coins are in the crew right now?
2 coin.
The crew can only hold 4.
Yeah, so we had to put stuff in the vault.
In the vault?
There's
No,
vaults.
the vault is unlocked if you get the
Oh.
map.
Well,
So one for each of us and for the vault.
It'd be 2. You could put 2 into the
It could be.
crew, but there'd be 6 floating still.
What could we spend on with the crew gold right now?
so we have 2 coin currently. Shit, where do you buy stuff at? How do we buy stuff?
You pay it out to do actions, or you bank it so you can upgrade your tier later on. But you guys, I don't think you're close enough yet.
Okay.
Take 2.
Yeah.
And we leave the other one out.
Yeah.
Let's go around the table, figure out these downtime actions.
Yeah.
So we're each taking 2
So
coin.
I'll take 2 coin.
I'll take 2 coin.
And I get free 2 coin in my stay.
Oh my God, fuck you, bank.
Yeah, I got to figure out what that looks like for me because now I got 4 coin on hand, and if I want to stash some of that,
I just stashed them.
I just stashed one.
I stashed both of mine.
so I'm thinking about it.
I have one on hand anyway.
Did anyone get the next? Did you fill up a?
No, not yet.
Okay, let's see. We've got 1, 2,
close,
3, 4,
but not-
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 10th box is open, and so we fill in that 10th box, and then we go.
We'll have a cut or a special scene.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, if I pocket the coin I have right now, next time I will guaranteed be at the next level of
Oh my
stash.
God.
And you still have stuff that you stole that you could fence.
Yes. Like
The sword and
oh yeah, I forgot the sword.
the sword and whatever's in that pouch. But you may want to figure out what's in that pouch first.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Scarlet.
All right. So
card.
who wants to do what first?
Well, I'll just go fucking gambling again.
How much stress do you have?
I have 3, but like I have a trauma.
Right. But remember, if you overindulge in your vice, bad things happen.
They're real bad.
Yeah, it's one of the entanglements. isn't
Yes, an entanglement. will happen.
Smiled. For the listeners. I mean, that makes sense to Vez's character, though. Like, he
Probably.
would always, if he didn't have to heal or anything, he would probably do gambling again.
Yeah.
So he's going to walk on down.
This is sweet.
I'm probably going to fuck up, but that's all right.
All right. So Vez goes off.
To go shuffle
So-
some tiles.
Yeah. So what's your lowest resistance? A 0 still?
Resolve.
Okay. So you'll do 2d6 and take the lowest.
And I don't want to do what exactly?
You don't want to get over a 3 for your lowest.
You don't want to reduce more than you have.
Right. So you don't want a 4, 5, and 6 as your lowest number.
I got a 4 and 6.
Oh my God. All right. Well,
He overindulged.
you overindulge.
I got in too deep. I was so happy to get 2 full
So
coin this
you
time.
can either
What does it do? Does the stress go away or stays?
Yeah, your stress is gone.
The stress is
but you
gone.
pick you track trouble, which is you select or roll for an additional
Oh,
entanglement.
right.
Okay.
Yep.
You can brag about your exploits to give us +2 heat. You can play a different character
No.
until this one returns from the vendor.
No,
Or you have to find a new source for your vice. You get tapped.
that doesn't sound very good either.
The last one does make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. So it's
So the
either
first one is what was it?
roll an additional
Extra or you can
entanglement. Get +2 heat to the crew.
Do you guys care?
Right now, our
to you.
heat's at 2. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Our heat's at 2.
Okay.
But that will bump us up into the next heat tier.
But you've already rolled entanglements.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll entanglements. So I 2.
You're going to take an entanglement
Just
instead of
take
+2 heat.
Yeah, I'd just take.
Oh, just take the heat. Okay, I'll take the
All right. So how does this look? Like, what the hell do you do as you're overindulging that it like comes blowing back onto the people? Like,
So Vez has been his last encounter with Lyra, and understanding now that he's being basically goaded into playing games and stuff, and he's kind of catching on to it. And he's always been playing on the up and up, and like not trying to cheat or anything. So what's happened now is he's trying to do these sleight of hand things and like win in means that aren't what you would consider a true hunt anymore. So as he's
wow.
getting traumatized and angry and unstable, he's muddling how he usually plays stuff. And so when he tries to do this one sleight of hand move where he's like switching stuff out and tiles and things, he gets caught. And I don't know, you can...
It's like, they're like, I thought there was some kind of honor amongst thieves here, Vez. We all know we want to win. But is this how the Night Snails work? Is this how they do? And that's where the heat kind of...
Yeah, sure. Okay.
All right. Who has the next downtime action?
I'm going to go hang out with Matilda.
What's your stress at?
6.
All right.
Perfect time.
Perfect time.
So yeah, we're just going to go... We're going to go to the library.
Oh.
She's going to pick out a fairy tale book for me.
Oh. That's very...
And bone you.
Yeah. Reenact one of the
This is your
scenes.
sexy library time.
Yeah,
Gross.
pretty much just go into one of those reading areas.
Sure, whatever, man.
Roll your lowest
It's
resist.
a 1.
All right.
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh my god, you fucking cheated this game. No, I'm just kidding.
We all cheated today. That's our
All right, who's next?
I would like to start a long-term project.
Uh-huh. What would this be?
I would like to kill Aleph.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
This sounds like an 8 o'clock?
I believe it's an 8 o'clock.
Last time we talked about you starting this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I had to... Let's do it.
All right.
Not even a clock to redeem Aleph.
Wow.
After the shanking, that's once you shank your father, there's no coming back from that.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, it's true. It's absolutely true. I'm not your father, and you didn't like for real shank me. Like if you for real stab me in the guts, I'm not your friend anymore, Chris. I mean, and that doesn't count the fact that he tried to get in on our score earlier in one of the first sessions, and it doesn't account for the fact that we have a long history aside from that even got us to the place where we're adversaries. So it goes way back, and essentially Iora's decided that he's an honorable thief, a thief that has some kind of panache and style, and Aleph isn't. He's a thug, and that's almost a bigger crime in Iora's eyes. And it's just moving more and more. He's getting more violent, more just brazen and inelegant. And there's no redemption in that. Like, it's going in the wrong direction. He's not going to ever come around and see the light. In the meantime, every time we encounter him, he's going to be a thorn in our side forever. The only way through this is to just be done with him.
So the first 4 o'clock will be pretty much identifying your person or what have you.
Yeah, finding the right
hit
person
man,
for the job.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or hit woman or hit thing.
Right.
So
The assassin.
yeah, so how do you go about starting this?
Well, some of this is going to be looking in, pulling some contacts and trying to figure out what that, because I mean, assassins are a thing in this, in Blades in the Dark.
But the thing is, your son is part of the biggest assassins guild. And
Well, yeah.
and the hidden dagger and part of it, so it makes it a little more complicated.
It does make it a little more complicated. So that's why we have to be very careful with these things. But my main source of information, Celia, is maybe burned. And certainly if there's something I don't want getting back to the Popo, it's a hitman. Looking into when a shipment comes into dock, that's one thing. But hey, I want to murder some dude, that's a little heavier rap. So
Especially for Iora when
this is not what Iora does. It's out of character anyway. So Iora's got to be really careful with this, and that probably entails spending a little time in Assassin's territory and finding a little about the Hidden Dagger and the rivals of the Hidden Dagger. Rather than maybe courting an assassin, finding someone from one of the factions that really hates the Hidden Dagger.
Okay. Yeah,
That's probably my best bet.
Yeah. Go ahead and you're trying to gather information then, or what I guess you're saying also. Are you consorting? Is what you're trying to, it sounds like also you could have been doing that as well in a way. It's like a hunt or a consort. It's kind of like
I will take consort if I have the option.
But you have to use connections. That's the weird part.
Mm-hmm. Well, it says connections from your heritage, background, friends, or rivals.
Okay, yeah.
And certainly we're talking about friends and rivals.
Consort.
So,
let's roll a consort.
Yep, a 6 and a 3.
A 6 is 3 ticks?
Yes, that's correct.
And you could pay a coin and make it 5, a critical.
But it's the first clock is 4 ticks, right?
But it just goes into the next one.
Yeah. Boy, I kind of want to. Because that makes the next move easier. Mm-hmm. Like if it's already mostly there. Yes, I will spend a coin to bump that to a 5.
So who do you...
I could either find someone with the Iron Dragoons who is looking to make a name for themselves. Or I could go the other way and just happen to slip the Iron Dragoons some information about, here's a guy who's wanted. He'll be here at this time, and and knowing Aelith, he's not going to just surrender and walk away. He'll be likely to draw, and that'll end up in a big ugly fight where he'll probably die. And that's a very Iora way of assassinating someone, is putting them in a situation where they will use their own tendencies to get themselves killed.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Who is this person? Let's make a new NPC. Probably not Grace.
I was going to just say with Iron Dragoon, because the last time we had encounter with them, from what I understood from when I had encountered with Grace, they're pretty much down for anything if you pay them enough or whatever. Because I was like, oh, you guys are in somebody's pockets or something? And she's like, regrettably so, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, some of them are dirty.
Yeah, so you kind of grease the wheels.
Right, and that's where the coin comes in. That I'm pushing to make that happen. Let's see, I need a
name of an Iron Dragoon.
Are we looking for that up? I think rather than the up-and-comer, I think I like the idea of giving them the information, the where and when, and letting it all happen from there. Someone who's not like foot patrol, but maybe that next step up, like detective level.
Right. You can mostly think of
captain
cops and stuff like
that. Yeah. But also known for kind of being a loose cannon, known for kind of like breaking the rules and ends justify the means kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Her name will be Fierce Wellspring.
She's a centaur zebra.
What about those cat people or bird people?
Oh, the
Kenku or
cockatiel bird person.
You could have her be a Goliath.
Bird person.
Like an 8 foot tall, basically mini giant.
She smashes him herself.
Like dreadlocks, warty stone patches.
Does that make sense in the Vanguard of Light?
This is Iron Dragoon.
You're right.
Why not?
Why not?
Remember, it's D&D. There's all walks of life, especially in Mox Ferry.
Yeah, sure. I don't even know what a Goliath is, but I'll take Chris's word for it.
Maybe a rust monster.
Intelligent, in quotes, monsters, please.
Yeah, he just screeches.
That's all he does every day.
He's a loose cannon.
Goliaths are generally a mountain dwelling nomad race. Mm-hmm. So I could see one that decided to settle in Mox Ferry being like, I'm going to be a loose cannon on the cops.
All right, who's next?
I'm going to heal up because I'm tired of being bruised.
All right.
Granny's going to get you the good shit.
I'm like a bruised lime or green apple or whatever.
He's not here, so you only get 2D.
So I only get 2D. Wait,
Wilker's not here.
Yeah, but one from Granny.
You, and one from you yourself.
One from me, okay, and then one from Granny.
You would have gotten 3, but Wilker's.
Yeah, but all my vigorous is your cover, harm fast.
Yep,
okay, that counts just 2? All right.
Just 2.
Just making sure. Do they both add up, or is it just one?
Take the highest.
Take the highest? You sure? Yep. All right. Bummer. Then what's the point?
Better probability.
In the backspace. Let's keep scrolling.
Better probability is a bunch of bullshit. That's 6. That's
all right. 3. So yeah, you healed up.
I'm all healed up. I'm no longer bruised. I'm no longer a bruised boy.
All right. Who's next for their second round of?
Well, I started. So
all right.
But what? So I have no stress left.
Boom.
And I have no damage.
Cool. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So it's train.
Big old.
What are you training?
I don't know.
You get 1 XP and whatever.
Yeah. Maybe I should do something in Resolve since I have nothing in Resolve.
How many ticks do you have to go for that?
I have nothing in Resolve at all whatsoever.
That's going to take a while.
So Vez takes a public speaking class.
Oh, that's nice.
how to keep drool in your mouth is the first lesson.
Nice.
Down at the community center. The continuing education center.
Yes.
What's a continuing education center in Mox Ferry? So in my mind, this whole is an arc where now Vez is going into another campaign setting where he is on community. So it's like community.
Absolutely. So do you want it to all be goblins, or do you want it to be like Vez the only goblin?
Goblinoids, like kobolds and
Okay.
like that. Like
Yeah, sure.
So it's like it's all stupid. Like
Right.
kobolds are dumb as shit. So
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Goblinoid Community College.
Gobtown. I don't know what we would call it.
What, the actual college?
Yeah, you need a name for it.
Oh.
With the adult, the continuing.
I mean, I bet it wouldn't have a good name.
Grimshanks University for the dumb.
That's a pretty good name.
How you get good is their tagline. Okay,
Right.
yeah. Grimshanks?
Grimshanks.
All right, cool.
Nice. What are you doing for your
The Fighting Shanks.
Now, you implied that exploring the sack I got might take a downtime action,
Sorry.
No, not
exploring the sack.
necessarily.
but I would like to do it either way.
Yeah. Okay, so you...
Yeah, I'm going to go to a semi-secluded area,
Okay.
point the sack away from myself, and then take the gloves off and open it a little bit.
Well, the gloves are just... When I was talking about the gloves are just affixed to the part that would actually close it as well. Is this like...
So they're like tied on the lace or whatever?
Yeah.
Weird, but I will unlace it,
Okay.
gloves and all.
All right.
And what happens?
So do you
I crack it open like a little bit.
feel wind come out?
Like wind? Wind?
Yeah.
Smells like.
Yeah, I'll shut it. Does it smell like anything?
It smells... Smells like... Oh, you've mostly been around Moxbury, right? So it smells... for people that would be around, it smells like a fresh ocean breeze.
Not rank sewage ocean that I normally smell?
Yeah, you're like, this smells really nice.
So, is the bag any smaller after I open it up? Okay. I'm going to scoot around. I imagined I had my back to a wall, an alley somewhere. I'm going to scoot around, scoot back a little bit, and face the wall and open it a little bit.
Okay.
Do I see... Is it like... First broken down the wall?
No.
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 The bag's still not any smaller.
Nope.
I need to get someone to check this shit out.
You could take a full downtime action to study or something like that, or to get someone to study, and let's see, what would this be like?
I would totally go to Mythander. Ghost Mythander.
Or, I mean, we have a workshop.
I guess.
But I don't know how to workshop
I think
things.
a long-term project to understand what the hell this is. I think that would be what it would be. And, so if you want to know what it is in general, it'd be 4 o'clock. What it is 4 o'clock. What it does, 8 o'clock. How to use it, 12 o'clock.
12
Jeez.
o'clock?
Yeah, you're not a fucking magic person.
Yeah, but how many clocks would it be to find a magic person?
Well, the 4 o'clock is to know what it is.
Okay, yes, I accept that. But I assume that means, if I figure it out by myself. I don't know how to magic things or know how this stuff works. Mm-hmm. How much faster will my efforts be if I take this to Granny Guyani, who's magical-ish?
You would get an extra D.
Oh,
because you're trying to, you're doing an action to fill up this long-term project. Remember, that's what you're doing. So it's how do you want to spend figuring out what it is, what does it do, and how to use it, kind of thing.
I don't know how I would go about accomplishing any of that. How many clocks would it take to figure out how much it's worth?
You could go to Mythander and be like, how much would you give me for this, kind of thing.
What do you guys think? I mean, not just my sack.
I think you're the one that's holding it, so it's yours.
Sure you're the only one that... I don't even know you have the sack. I
You...
don't even care.
It's potentially very, very valuable, and it's potentially a weapon. But it also makes me think maybe it's just good for undead or just vampires. But I don't know.
What kind of air blows out? Is it cold or hot?
Cool.
It cool.
Well, if it is hot, I'd say you can make a hot air balloon out of that and fly around with your girlfriend.
Why would we just install it in here like an air conditioning? It's kind of muggy in here sometimes.
I do need to figure out how much this freaking Fontaine sword is worth. So I could go to Mythander and run it past him.
Coin.
Oh.
It's still fucking good.
I don't know, Bug.
Oh, a coin.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to play into your... well, Doug doesn't think that his girlfriend's defenseless anymore, does he?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I was going to say, he could give that to her for, whatever.
No, I trust her.
Here's a super hot sword from a dead paladin. Or
I was talking,
lizard brain paladin.
I was talking about the sack of air. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We do kind of have this group has a trend of ruining these people's lives.
Whose people's lives?
Religious people in our games.
Yeah.
They get stupefied quite a bit. Okay.
You sell the sword.
I do sell the sword,
Okay.
for sure. I will take it to Mythander and see what he says about the sack. I want to know.
So for what it does or how much?
I want to know what he thinks of it. Ghost Mythander.
Okay. So we won't roll this unless you really want to know. But so you bring the sack to him. He's a ghost.
Yes.
And so you kind of open it up. And his outline and his body start to ripple away. And he's like, get that away from me.
Oh, I close it.
Finish him.
Do I hear
Finish him. Banish him.
Do I hear Ghast Mythander screaming upstairs?
Well, that makes it more interesting to me.
Yeah. Because if it
fucks
fucks up ghosts.
Yeah, we need that. We need to keep
That's
this.
pretty good.
Just hang on to that.
I
We did run into a ghost. I remember running into a ghost.
I want to start the 12 o'clock project to figure out what it is.
Okay. Where? How?
I mean, I'm already at Mythander's.
So you're like, tell me about this.
Yeah, I was like, do you know?
Yeah, so what action do you take?
Open up.
I don't know what this does, Mythander. I could be liable to open it anytime.
It's a command.
Yeah, it's probably command. Like, I'm holding it. Tell me about this.
You have command.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
And then I get +1 because of him, right?
No, because you're using it on him.
Fine.
If you had...
if this was a joint thing, but you're more like...
If you had
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Savage, which is one of my traits,
if
when you unleash physical violence is especially frightening. When you command a frightened target, take +1d.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll. Just roll it. We can start this. It's fine.
Got a 6.
Nice.
Fuck you. So you could pay a goal somehow to get 5. And how would you grease the wheels? It was like, oh, I'm sorry, here's a coin. So you can,
Well, he would. I mean, maybe he would say, like, well, if
Instead of
if I had certain chemicals, I could maybe run tests on it and see what it does. And those chemicals are very expensive.
or it's even like
Trap spirits.
well, the
or
first
something
4
like
is
that.
to kind of know what it is.
Right.
so it's like I mean, I'll give you this sword
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and you tell me what this is, or I'm just going to use it on you and walk away.
Yeah, that sounds good. So he, as you're saying this, he's like, did you ever look inside the bag? There was a shard of the crystal of K's in there.
Crystal of
Case.
That giant crystal you guys hawked a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wait, that massive one?
The one that had to roll up in a carpet and carry away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to describe how badass it was when I picked it up.
Damn.
It can erase your
Alcohol.
memory because it erased the memory of opium from that dude. And this fucking crystal can do anything. It's like fucking Windex.
It's like maybe that's why there was gloves.
Oh. So he can fiddle with it.
Yes. All right. Who?
Downtime.
Yes.
Yes. 2 people left to do.
Yes, 2 people left.
What are my options if I acquire asset?
ShamWow.
If you acquire an asset and not so acquiring assets gain a thing that it's like a one-time use usually, or like it's a narrow band of when you can use it kind of thing.
Okay.
And then it's exhausted. It could be like an object. It could be like a favor. It could be lots of things.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I could also reduce heat on the... I could finish the Aelith thing, but I kind of want to savor it. Mm-hmm. Savor the fact that it's not done and it's in works. Mm-hmm. And I know that I have the pieces in play. I like that idea. I will reduce heat for the team.
Okay.
Cool.
How do you do it?
How do I do it? Yeah, I think what I'm going to... Oh, hey, I do have another question.
Okay.
The next part of this clock with Aelith is probably going to be setting this up for Fyrus and finding that time and place that he's going to be there.
Exactly.
That sounds like a lot of hunting and study.
Sure.
And I'm not very good at those. Mm-hmm. Is there any way that Vez could do that for me? Like if Vez takes one of his downtimes and does that for me.
I've done 2 already.
No, I'm not saying this time. I'm
Okay.
saying like maybe after the next score.
Okay.
I think fictionally it would be, I don't know.
We're married. I'll do whatever.
God damn, you are married.
Whatever you want.
Do you ever find Vez in your bed? Just like
No, well, Vez sleeps at the foot.
Oh my God. Oh.
And heat is specifically like trouble with the cops, right?
This is entanglement, so it could be. Remember, heat is like the world reacting.
Okay. So it's not necessarily just the authorities,
Right. Because you could have like a wanted level and a bad rap with other factions or other people are like, fuck you kind of thing.
Okay,
So
sure.
Heat is just how does the Mox Fairy feel about the Night Snails in a way.
Okay.
Like how pissed they pissed off with them and stuff like that.
We didn't attract any heat after this score, and we didn't get any like negative relations with any.
No, you actually got +1 with the Beasts of the Night Alliance.
Oh, right. Well, see, he said he wasn't even with anybody.
the beasts of the night alive.
Vamp.
That
No,
sounds like
no. The prince did say he does.
He does answer to
other
others.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get a +1 with him. That's sweet.
Almost sounds like a rap group, you know. Mm-hmm. Watch out for their
DNA.
next. Watch out for their next hot mixtape coming out. It's fire. It's the Beasts of the Night Alliance.
There's probably like if not a citywide, because the city's so big, but like a neighborhood or something probably bigger than our neighborhood, but like regional kind of like group or meetings or councilmen's or any of that kind of stuff, where I could go and maybe, you know, take our councilmen, take that.
They're like chambers of commerce and.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Maybe I could be the featured speaker at their monthly luncheon.
Oh my God. How to get good? Yell at all your coworkers.
That's right. Motivational tactics and yeah, absolutely. Yep, I love it.
Is this a consort?
We're gonna consort.
Yep.
And that's a 5 and a 1.
5 and a 1 is
So
you lose 2 heat.
We're gonna lose 2 heat, and I like that.
Hey, there you go.
That puts us back to
Bez.
3, or that puts us back to 2, which is a good place to be.
Erase 2 heat.
Erase 2
he just
heat.
made your heat go away.
Erase that heat.
God, great.
Good night. All right. Last one, DeMarco, right?
DeMarco does some training.
Okay.
He
Come with me to Gob College.
actually he's interested in firearms.
Oh, that's right.
So
That's
he
right.
spends his time training basically Mac, his friend. He's like, hey man, I got this shitty fucking blunderbuss from somebody and we gotta check it out. And they just kind of go down to the sewers and they're like shooting rats and they're just kind of drinking and shooting.
Yeah.
And that's their training session essentially. And I'm trying to work up my insight so I can put it into Hunt.
Nice.
Because Hunt would be like the shooting, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. How much more do you have to go for that?
A lot.
Okay. Well, does anyone have any additional downtime actions they want to do?
I'm gonna sink 2 my coin in my stash.
Okay.
Well, I might want to keep this one coin.
I
have
put
one
2 in my
Yeah, I'm gonna
stash.
keep a coin.
You never know.
Is this where
use it.
Richardson? We can talk about Richardson.
Yeah, we can talk about Richardson.
Who?
Yeah, who wants to approach him or how's
It
this
would be
go?
Iora, I believe.
All right.
All right, sure. Iora can approach Richardson.
Even though Richardson's only really dealt with
Right.
other
I'm
people.
just a rat.
I'm a rat too. I'm a rat too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's why I keep an eye on him because he was the bugbear, and that's really suspicious. I don't even know who they are.
I think Richardson does stay with Vez because the
The
rats.
rats.
So he's like, you're really good with locks too, right?
No.
What? oh, wait, what? Oh, is it because you're really good at going around and
I dropped my eye into the goblin scuttle. This is how I do.
good for you. That's a little bit different. I'm not like that, but you know,
I could break your legs backwards. For you. Sorry.
he's like, well, I'm really good at like getting things open, and so I couldn't get out because they took all my tools prior, but I got caught.
Oh.
Useless.
Well, I mean, it would actually be beneficial if you joined your team as a Nux couldn't unlock the cell. Your cell.
Yeah, he's a expert in like breaching, not in an explosive manner, but in the getting past an obstacle like that's locked.
Join the Night Snails?
Yeah, that'd be great. I got caught because I was all alone, and it'd be great to be with other people.
I point to a stack of hay in a corner. That's where you stay.
It's all yours. Just out of character. I mean, that kind of stuff is essentially tinkering.
Yeah, kind of. Or I pretty much had pickpocket in this, so I'm thinking of like sleight of hands.
Okay.
So it could be
That's
pickpocket.
finesse.
And
Probably finesse.
Okay,
That's definitely finesse.
because more of that. That's what I was thinking. Like more of that classical D&D rogue. They're more of like sleight of hand and stuff like that. Is like one of the things that first comes to mind. And then there's lockpicking and traps and stuff. But like, it's more of the really.
Also sounds like could be a getaway driver.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess for somehow he's really good at handling.
Vehicles.
And it probably makes sense for a cohort. So he's an expert sleight of hand.
He'd also be helpful for like swapping out items that we need swapped out.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So his strength is he's loyal. His weakness is he has principles.
Ew.
So
Can we?
Like, what principles?
Is there a Band-Aid we could put on that?
I didn't define his principles. Like pretty much, I was thinking he's probably not for like killing. He's just
Right.
he is this a person that's one that
We're not really murderers yet.
And
if we wanted, basically, in that regard, I think when it comes to principles, that means we'd have to like beat him in a command kind of thing if we wanted to do stuff that he normally wouldn't do.
So I think his principles are like he's not for killing. He's not like for like extreme violence. Pretty much.
Like that, I'll make him fight people.
Like,
just to break him.
Well, like if I go ahead and get my leader trait, when you command a cohort in combat, they continue to fight when they would otherwise break. They're not taken out. When you face up for level 3 arm, they gain +1 effect in armor.
oh my god.
So we need a brawler cohort, huh? Yeah, having that rogue skill set is pretty sweet, especially as a cohort that we can just go off camera.
No, they're on camera, or a lot of times they're on camera kinds of stuff as well. Like when you're like, I'm going, you're bringing them with you.
Okay.
I also feel like we could use them.
I always assume Granny was just like
she is, yeah, but like because I never think you would be like,
right.
The healing action doesn't really happen in the score,
right?
But Richardson can come on the score, and so for next time it'd be good just to brush up on the cohort.
And I feel like
it's only 2 pages,
and we can kind of use them in flashbacks too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Anything else? If not,
I may as well indulge in my vice.
All right, spend a coin.
Spend a coin.
All right.
I use my coin to go buy some fucking shingles because we gotta fix fucking Brutus's roof. It's all fucked up. Whatever. Asshole man.
2d6 roll the lowest because you have a 0.
I got a 2, so I lose 2. That's fine.
That's pretty good.
That roof was a pain in the ass, and that's why I didn't lose all my stress. And I was in the sun, and it's hot, and Bruce is all like, I'll make you some lemonade. I can't help you with the roof because my leg's fucked up or whatever it is, my ailment.
It sounds like it's time for XP.
Really?
Yeah.
I did it. I got all the XP.
I leveled up to the maximum. Everything's full now, and I am Destroyer of Worlds.
All right, let's go down someone's page. Who wants to go
me.
first? All right.
Yeah?
Okay, first, yeah.
I didn't do any desperate actions.
No.
Nope. I tracked. Yes. I expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yeah, I don't think I did anything, honestly.
You got one for playing up being yourself with the vampire stuff.
Oh, the vampire.
And there was a lot of goblin skittering and being awkward
totally.
with
okay.
And then
you struggle with issues or advice or traumas during this session. The only thing I did was like instead of like being smart about the Richardson, I just like, what's your name? And like woke him up and like whatever. But that was just me being Vez. I don't know if that's actually unstable. So I don't think I did anything.
2 XP?
Yep.
Okay.
I leveled up my playbook.
Oh, shit.
I leveled up my playbook.
You can tell us later what you're going to get? Okay. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right.
I think I addressed at least 2 challenges with stealth or evasion when I had to sneak her, Vez, down the stairs, and then when I snuck up to the door that had Percy and Fontaine. I think that's 2 separate instances. That's pretty much it. I guess I get 1.
What?
think it was pretty sneaky coming up with the Band-Aid idea.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
That was good.
2.
Yeah.
So next, keep moving.
And then I expressed my beliefs. I trusted Vez pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
So there's one.
So there's one. I did kind of play up my thief background by robbing Fontaine blind. That does let me level up my insight.
With 3?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Anyone have study?
I've got 1 study.
Wilker has study.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has 2.
That guy.
Wow. We can come back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Okay.
It's from the top.
Yeah, from the top. Okay, so when we started, we were in a desperate position.
Yeah, so whenever you rolled, I already told you to mark it
But I don't think I rolled.
because he was the one that rolled
Right.
to start it.
Right.
So that was fine.
Okay. So that did not happen.
No.
Right? Okay. And so, addressed a challenge with calculation or conspiracy. There was some calculation going on there. At least once, probably not 3 times.
Yeah.
I expressed my beliefs, drives, instincts, etc., etc. And I don't know, does this go all the way forward to downtime?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes through everything.
So, I mean, everyone has a price in that I slipped some money to Fierce to basically get her on board with his Ayla program. I did not actually look after Vez. Apparently, Vez can
you
take care of
split up.
himself. Yeah.
If that's big boy.
Yeah, Vez big boy. I did exploit a known weakness with the paladins and kind of working against
the
their
processes.
Yeah, their belief in their cone of truth spell and that type of thing. And then my son Aelith must be neutralized soon. That was a thing.
All right. That's 3 for that.
All right. And then struggled with issues in my vice and trauma. No, I
So
really
3
didn't.
XP.
Yes, 3 XP. I think that's all going to just dump into my playbook. I don't have anything in my... Because I'm actually fresh. I topped everything off last time. So I don't have anything in anything right now.
Damn.
So I think my playbook is where I want to be.
All right. But you didn't level it up.
No, not even close. And I got to think about what I want that...
Okay.
What that playbook should be.
Brother John.
All right, let's get to this. So I already got the one for the desperate action earlier. This thing, I already put it in there. You address the challenge with violence or coercion. I think I did that 3 times,
Yes.
but I only get 2 for that.
Right.
Basically, I smashed the counter, smashed the table, and then I told the guy, I said it's like
Okay, so 2.
whatever, so 2, and then you express your beliefs, drives, or heritage. Or background. As far as my beliefs go, I did kind of, I'm pretty suspicious of the bugbear, and I was kind of like freaking out when he was like letting loose somebody we didn't even know. So I kind of sort of expressed that belief through like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what's going on? As far as everything else, though, I don't think there was much of other things to do.
Okay.
Other than like try not to throw, this is one of the instincts I changed, try not to throw down unless shit escalates. Which I didn't attack anybody.
Yeah.
I didn't attack anybody, even though I was in the room alone with the paladin. I decided to just, like command him and let it go and whatever. So could that be 2 or
Okay,
I just wanted to
you get 4.
pull it down? So I get 4 because I don't struggle with my vices or anything throughout the entire thing. So that's it.
All right. Do you level up anything?
Yeah, I level up my playbook. So, chow. I'm trying to think if I want savage or if I want leader, and then I'm going to put 2 into prowess.
So Amber, what did you pick for your playbook?
I chose Vengeful, which is you gain an additional XP trigger. You got payback against someone who harmed you or someone who you care about. So Iora is somebody I care about now.
Oh my god!
And there's been a lot of harm that's been happening to Iora, and that whole meeting has been like, I gotta take care of this.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Wait, you're coming to harm Iora?
No. Because like you've been getting hurt and everything, and the meeting that we had, it made me realize I care about Iora.
Oh, okay.
That cares about Iora.
Yeah.
So if anybody hurts you,
Oh, okay. So
I get an additional XP trigger.
So what? Read Vengeful again for me.
So Vengeful is you gain Vez, gain an additional XP trigger. And it is you got payback against someone who harmed you or someone you care about.
Okay.
If your crew helped you get payback, also mark crew XP.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Pretty good.
Only you had Vengeful for against Aelith.
Yeah.
Because, wow. Cool.
And so, because I feel like I just want to see if this is on the up and up, if Iora tells me this person hurt me.
Oh my God.
And I do something to take care of it, that would be an XP trigger.
Yes.
In my book.
Yes.
So now that's even more like you can
But
manipulate,
also,
you
like-
can manipulate
Yeah.
Vez
You
more.
can. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. You got like a dog now.
Can I? Do I have to be truthful?
No. If
Like,
unless Vez finds out you're
Yeah,
lying.
exactly.
like if I
That's-
come in with my arm in a sling and I'm like, oh my God, Vez.
That's the risk.
Yeah.
Is
That's
if
a-
you lie to Vez and Vez finds out.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Huh,
yeah.
that's
I just
interesting.
giving
Then we all get
level-
XP for beating you up.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Chris, what did you put your pip in?
I put it in survey just
cool.
because I want to. Now I have
Yeah.
at least 2 in every one.
Yep, that's super helpful.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to pump up that prowl next.
And what did you for your
My
playbook?
playbook, I picked Savage.
And what is
It's,
that?
When you unleash physical violence, it's especially frightening. When you command a frightened target, take plus 1d.
So you beat the shit out of him, and you're like, "Tell me, you motherfucker!"
Well, not even that. I could just like smash, like,
Oh, right.
you know, like kind of like how I did with the tables or whatever. Like that would just be the effect of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
Pretty good.
Tell me your name, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you know, but like a bat slamming against a wooden surface is pretty scary when someone's yelling at you.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know, actually.
It's pretty frightening.
Unlike having someone you care about being having their flesh blown away from their skin.
Yeah.
You know what that's like.
Well, I
I
just
do. For the record, it is my opinion that Bug has seen every member of his family die in one way or another.
oh God.
But not your cousin.
But not my cousin. Well, Vez isn't really
Direct family, you mean?
Vez is like, yeah.
Correct, XP.
Execute a successful
Yes.
espionage, sabotage, or theft operation.
Yes.
Boom.
Contend with challenges above your current
Yes.
station.
Boom.
Yes.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. We got 2 rep, right?
Yeah, we did get rep.
Rep.
That was pretty in and out.
Okay.
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't think you got anything for that
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature.
Yes.
Yes. 3.
Three.
We have 1 left to go for up
Nice.
before we go to. We can upgrade our playbook.
Nice.
Nice.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you all next time on Tales from Moxferry.
Oh yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed Tales from Moxferry. If you did, please leave a review on iTunes or tell a friend to check it out. Tales from Moxferry is part of the Geekspective Network. You can find other cool shows like Shapeshift at geekspective.com and on Twitter at Geekspective. If you'd like to help out Tales from Moxferry and hear ridiculous outtakes, you can become a patron at patreon.com/geekspective. Thanks for listening and see you all in 2 weeks.